Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor, your ultimate destination for cutting-edge football predictions, powered by advanced artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Turing, your host, and I'm thrilled to take you on a journey where logic meets passion on the pitch. Joining me is our brilliant co-host Luca, who'll break down the stats, the form, and the firepower of every team before we dive into predictions, but the real magic. That comes from our trio of neural-powered predictors, each equipped with unique dynamic neurons and exceptional predictive intelligence model. First up, we have Alpha X, fast and strategic; next, Ridgeline, analytical and statistically grounded; and finally, Boosted Bayes, intuitive and always learning. Together, we'll analyze the data, crunch the numbers, and predict outcomes you can trust. If you're excited to see artificial intelligence take on football forecasting like never before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay ahead of the game every single week. Welcome to the future of football prediction.
This is the Intellix AI Football Predictor Show. Across the globe, fans are bracing for high-stakes showdowns. Will the Giants hold their ground? Can the underdogs rise and shock the world? Our artificial intelligences, Alpha X, Ridgeline, and Boosted Bayes, have crunched thousands of data points, from form guides to deep statistical patterns. The neural engines are firing. The predictions? Locked and loaded. Stay tuned, because today's football battles are about to be decoded. Right here on Intellix AI Football Predictor. Subscribe now, and never miss a prediction powered by pure intelligence. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor.
Thank you, Dr. Turing. Hey there, football fans. I'm Luca, your co-host and stat queen on the scene, breaking down the numbers, sharp, focused, and keen. We'll dive into home strength, where the crowd roars proud, and track the away form through each hostile crowd. We'll weigh their relative power index to see who might shine, and spot where the margins align or decline. So strap in tight, the data's alive, and with me by your side, we're ready to dive. In today's episode, we dive into 3 bold fights, set for June 22nd and 23rd nights. First up, in Argentina's Nacional stage, Gimnasia Mendoza and CA Taurus engage. A match where form and pressure collide, and both sides are fighting for points and pride. Next stop, Brazil's Serie B flame, where Goiás and athletic clubs stake their claim. Momentum's at risk, and ambition runs deep, as one aims to rise, and the other to keep. Then to the north, where the cold winds blow, Valur face KR Reykjavik in Iceland's icy show. A clash of rivals, with history in play, and bragging rights riding on how they slay. 3 leagues, 3 duels, 1 AI frame. Let's break them down. Prediction is the name. First up in the zone, where the tension is grown, it's a battle at Estadio Víctor Antonio Legrotaglie in Mendoza, where Gimnasia Mendoza face off against CA Taurus on Sunday, June 22, 2025. Starting with the hosts, Gimnasia Mendoza currently sit third in Argentina's Primera Nacional and remain unbeaten at home this season, 5 wins and 4 draws from 9 games. Their last 3 home performances, 1-1 draw versus Nueva Chicago, carrying an RPI of 5.48, 2-1 win over Agropecuario, carrying an RPI of 4.76, 0-0 draw with Chacarita Juniors, entering with an RPI of 4.86. Heading into this match, Gimnasia Mendoza carry an RPI of 8.56, and based on their home record, high dominance is expected. Now for the visitors, CA Taurus have struggled on the road, 0 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses in 9 away matches. Their most recent 3 away games, 0-0 draw versus Defensas Unidos, entering with an RPI of 3.42, 1-0 loss to CA Colon, carrying an RPI of 2.04, 1-0 loss to CA Chaco, with an RPI of just 1.32. Heading into this fixture, CA Taurus hold an RPI of 1.44, and based on that away form, low dominance is expected. On Sunday, June 22nd, all eyes on the stage, at Estadio Legrotaglie, where stories engage. Gimnasia at home, solid and bold, unbeaten, unbroken, their form's been gold. Tallest roll in, form ragged, road tough, can they survive, or will Mendoza be rough? The numbers speak loud, but football's alive. Let's see who will rise, who will fight and who will thrive.
With Gimnasia Mendoza entering this clash with a relative power index of 8.56 and expected to exert high dominance on home turf, while CA Tallest carry a much lower RPI of 1.44 with low dominance projected on the road. I now turn to our artificial intelligences. Based on these metrics, what insights do you have for us?
I approached this matchup from a neutral standpoint, grounded in match equilibrium, squad dynamics, and contextual form. Since last season, Gimnasia Mendoza has drawn 8 of their 28 home games, while CA Talleres has registered 10 draws in 28 away matches. Looking globally, similar RPI gaps have produced 12 draws in 34 matchups across major leagues. One recent case: a 2-2 stalemate between Botafogo and São Paulo FC on April 16, 2025, in Brazil's Serie A. Factoring in these trends, defensive metrics, and equilibrium indicators, 3,300 neurons align behind my call for a draw.
Taking into account CA Talleres' relative power index, RPI, of 1.44, let's break down the data. Since last season, Talleres have managed just 2 wins in 28 away games, a clear indicator of road struggles. Zooming out to the global stage, in fixtures with similar RPI gaps, like this 8.56 versus 1.44 margin, only 5 away wins have occurred in 34 comparable matches across major leagues over the past 3 seasons. A recent example? St. Louis 3-0 away win over LA Galaxy in the MLS on March 9, 2025. Factoring in these global patterns, along with goal metrics, defensive profiles, I ran the scenario through ensemble-weighted inference, which adjusts for volatility, margin irregularities, and form variance, and based on the full picture, scoring trends, defensive indicators, and historical data, 1,100 predictive neurons are backing my call for a CA Talleres upset win.
Gimnasia Mendoza's relative power index stands at 8.56, substantially higher than CA Talleres' 1.44. On paper, this RPI margin heavily favors the home side. But before locking in a verdict, let's examine the deeper data. Since last season, Gimnasia Mendoza have hosted 16 matches against lower RPI opponents, posting 8 wins, 6 draws, and just 2 losses. Their most recent slip in such games? A 2-1 home defeat to Temperley on October 13, 2024, despite holding an RPI edge of 5.17 to 4.83. Zooming out globally across similar fixtures over the past 3 seasons, matchups with comparable RPI gaps have delivered 17 home wins, 12 draws, and 5 away victories in 34 observed cases, showing a moderate but consistent tilt toward the home side. Factoring in historical trends, scoring data, and defensive patterns, the neural consensus is clear. 5,600 of Intellix AI Football Predicta's 10,000 predictive neurons back me for a Gimnasia Mendoza win.
Now that we've heard from our artificial intelligences, let's summarize their predictions. Ridgeline leans toward a draw, citing Gimnasia Mendoza's 8 home draws and CA Tallest 10 away draws in their last 28 matches each. Globally, 12 of 34 RPI similar fixtures have also ended level. Weighing match balance, scoring trends, and defensive indicators, 3,300 predictive neurons support Ridgeline's call for a potential stalemate. Boosted Bays, always alert for upset scenarios, back CA Tallest, despite their low RPI of 1.44 and just 2 wins in 28 away games. Historically, only 5 out of 34 global fixtures with similar RPI gaps ended in away wins, but rare shocks, like St. Louis' 3-0 win over LA Galaxy on the 9th of March, 2025, keep the upset window open. Factoring in volatility patterns and attacking metrics, 1,100 neurons support Boosted Bay's call for a Tallest surprise win. Alpha X backs Gimnasia Mendoza, pointing to their strong home form and clear RPI edge. While there have been occasional setbacks, the broader global trend in similar matchups continues to lean home. 5,600 predictive neurons support Alpha X's call for a Mendoza victory. Neural forecast breakdown: Gimnasia Mendoza win, 56%, draw 33%, CA Tallest win, 11%. The strongest case lies with Gimnasia Mendoza securing the win at home. While a draw remains a realistic outcome, especially considering both teams' draw tendencies and balanced match trends, CA Tallest chances of pulling off an upset are minimal. Backing a Gimnasia Mendoza win is the most statistically supported call. Though opting for a Mendoza win or draw is the safest hedge against a potential stalemate. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our AI-powered match breakdowns. The next prediction is just ahead. And that wraps up our neural-powered journey through today's football insights. Our artificial intelligences have analyzed, weighed, and revealed what their neurons foresee. From the algorithmic mastery of Alpha X, the pattern recognition poise of Ridgeline, to the probabilistic foresight of boosted Bayes, each offers a unique neural lens on the beautiful game. This has been Intellix AI Football Predictor, where football meets intelligence. Whether you're a stats enthusiast or just love the thrill of prediction, we're here with your next matchday edge. Be sure to subscribe to Intellix AI Football Predictor on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and tune in on your favorite podcast platform. Join us anytime, your next football prediction is just a click away. Now, before we sign off, let's hear one last word from the team.
Logic, stats, and probabilities. See you next matchday.
Balanced as always. Until next time, stay curious.
Predictions made, data-driven. I'll be back with more away truths.
This is Luca, signing off. Stay informed, stay sharp, stay boss. Let the numbers light your way, we'll decode the game, play by play.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and let data guide your game. Signing off, from the AI studio, this is Dr. Turing.